I can't not hold it against it. You know what I mean? Like, of all the levels to have an issue on, the very last level with the final boss is not the level to have an issue on. No, this isn't the right song. Cora. Petra. Evie. Okay, no one needs. We done. Okay, additional tasks. Meet Kerry. Oh yeah, let's do an interview. Wait, she's. Success? Yes. Success? Nice. Multiple rewards have been added. I don't know what they were, but... destroy enemy warships? Wait, a lower level has a better chance. Oh, I got a sniper! Widow 2. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, it's open now. We got shops. Vehicle merchant. Energy shield recharge. Improvised honeycomb. Monolith midnight. General merchant. Mods, anti-armor, biotic damage booster, Medigel regulator, shields. Okay, it's like weapon attachments, ammo. Minerals. Yeah. One here, right? Yeah, there's two.
Sure. Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you some.
Arms merchant, I'm not talking to you. How do I... Dude, that is like exactly the type I wanted. Pathfinder armor, initiative, Pathfinder. There's stuff I can make myself.
Thanks for helping out. I owe you one.
Kerry!
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakeem, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
I can flirt.
Nice to see someone so devoted to her work.
That's kind. Sometimes the camera makes people shy away from me.
That's a shame.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record the history we're making.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out.
Are you saying in the future they figured out how to have like
I was hoping you'd take
completely
part.
subjective
I want
journalism.
the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
All right.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. This is
There's one way
more fun
to
than I expected.
explain why,
You were great. I'll get to work editing.
like, it's an ongoing mission and not remnant data. Find and scan colonist bodies. Other components. There we go.
All systems green.
Okay. I remember you just wait to hear what he says, because sometimes he will say, like, someone wants to speak with you. Something. Oh. Speed boost!
Pythias system. Still hoping we can turn Eos around.
Here we go. Back to Eos. Why is it so slow? Oh. Doing the wrong one. Well, I want to equip thermal ammo. Thermal. Oh, it's all the same. Oh! I guess you don't change their armor
Descent is
or
green.
anything like that.
Coordinating, path is calm.
Alright. Where the fuck? Wait. When are you gonna become a Power Ranger? I can do that? You mean like... Interesting noise. Like with, helmet or something? Honeycomb? Or just black? I mean, honeycomb, look at that. But if tryptophobia was a vehicle.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Where am I going though? I guess I'm going this way. Woo!
Get ready to fight!
Ah. Oh, I think I see it.
Crash shuttle ahead. One of ours. I'd know them anywhere.
Worth checking, if only to make sure the Ket don't get to keep it. Got a component for Site 2's project.
Alright. Damn it! What, hold on. What? Oh, hold on. Beans? Hello? I think. Hey, then I'm doing.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
I'm doing, you know, doing what? You. If you're lucky. Dude, I just got 100 data for that one. Oh shit.
All Site 2 components are accounted for.
Let's head to Site 2's research station and see what good they do.
How's the game been? Well, I just started this one. We were playing the Hong Kong Massacre, which the final mission of it broke 3 times in a row. But
A field log, Pathfinder, issued to
I
patrol.
did everything in the mission
I don't need a
to
translation
beat
to
it.
know when I'm hearing
It just
a
didn't
monster.
trigger like the
Added
final
to
cutscene,
language
you know.
database.
Which is a shame, but technically the game
Anton,
was
Darren
beaten.
T. Can't undo what happened, but we can make sure he's remembered.
That we can, Pathfinder.
Make sure he's remembered. What was his name, chat? What was his name, chat? We're making sure he's remembered. Greg, close enough.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Woo! Bob. Greg, Bob. Nailed it. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all up what's in my head. And I feel it a little peculiar.
Think they'll ever try moving back in here?
Resilient? PB's tech looks like.
My early work was embarrassing, so literally yesterday.
Wait, literally yesterday.
Heard the attack on Resilience was bad, but damn.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I say.
Parts for the Site 2 project. Check.
What's going on? Did I finish it? Alright, I guess establish an outpost.
Resilience. Promise. Or like death and starvation.
Oh, I should
No,
not
who's
have.
not naming our next outpost?
Should not have left the car.
Radiation levels increasing.
Yep. Oh, what if I... Hold on. Found it. Off in conversation. Am I a Power Ranger now? Meow. Let's see if there's a horn. Apparently if I click in the stick, it just does this.
I met your sister on the Nexus. She's really chatty, bouncy, irritating.
Yeah. I don't know anyone like that. She said you raised her?
Well, I tried. She was a handful.
What was it?
Just couldn't wait to be a mom. Excuse me.
Never mind.
Touchy, touchy. Looking for a way up. Ah! No! That all actually kind of worked though. Come on! Shortcuts don't always work. Hey, Cannon. Dude, Cannon, I was gonna join the thing. I woke up, started getting like everything sorted, and then I started choking on a porridge oat for like a solid 10 minutes.
Hostiles ahead!
Yeah. Chew food better? Supposed to chew it? Nah, you're trolling.
Whoops!
Chew food, eh? Weird. Why you choked on these nuts? You wish. Probably trying to clear some simple traps. Did anyone
I think that's it.
trigger a trap
Ahead,
by
they appear to be
throwing
fighting the Krogan.
Is that...
someone else into the trap? Because I feel like that should... should probably do that.
Nice work. Watch out.
If an Englishman dies by porridge, wait, lose a point.
Ryder, about time you joined the party. Think I made them angry. Good.
Save some for me, old man.
Well. Oh, big B.
Running ammo.
That's it, kid. Keep it up.
Oh, oops.
Good one.
If I remember, there's an achievement for killing them while you're floating in the air.
Color me impressed.
There you go. What do you reckon of the combat in this then, Cannon? I know you said you weren't too impressed with the Dragon
That
Age
fight was
combat.
Fun.
You have an infinite mayonnaise jar?
Killing me.
That's
You
awesome.
can really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good,
Hey,
but
you're
you're
right.
still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I'm in. Just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
Okay. Wait.
Radiation levels within accept.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
Oh.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost, focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
Forget
What do you
everything.
think? Military outpost or scientific?
Oh, that's awesome.
I say scientific. Aren't we here to explore?
Can't solve the remnant with guns. Scientific for sure.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Science or military? Chat? What would your first outpost be in a new world? Along with other things? Oh. They both said science.
Prioritize research and discovery.
I had to go military.
That's our foundation.
But doesn't that, like you said, doesn't it set
Orders prepped.
a
Ready for
precedent?
your signal.
You know, a precedent of like the first thing you do on a new planet is set up like military.
Andromeda Initiative. This is Ryder. Pathfinder.
EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost block inbound. And ready as...
Oh, this motherfucker! Why is she on coming? Set up watchtowers at least. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some like defenses,
August
right?
Bradley, operational head for this block.
But it's like what the
Maybe
outpost
now,
will be
I suppose.
manufacturing. Will
We're
they
ready to
be
make the most of what
focusing
you
on
deserve.
science, or will they be focusing on weapons and stuff? You know.
It took a lot of people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
Like, what is the
I
intention
haven't
of
seen
the
Ego for
outpost
months.
is kind of what it...
Eos is far from golden.
Oh, God.
But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
What are you playing at? Seems like being my friend is suddenly valuable.
Fair assumption.
I'm shaking her hand.
The Reality Rider? You brought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point from the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your
Well,
success.
apparently she come down here to
We all want
tell
the
me that I
initiative
could
to
have done
succeed.
more.
But after failing for so long,
Fucking Addison.
no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
Watch out for everyone, but not you, right? You're genuine.
I know what I came here to be. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
Backy and Addison.
Radiation
She's
levels
this
have
game's
spiked,
equivalent of
Pathfinder.
Ashley Williams. So she's like one of like the kind of like head of like departments or whatever, but she's just like she's just a bitch. She's Karen. Like, yeah, I'd rather have Ashley over Addison. But she's the first thing she did after you crash landed on a planet, passed out, woke up, found out your dad died, was explain yourself. Why is your dad dead? And it's like as if him being dead was more upsetting to her than it was like to our character, who's the literal, you know, offspring of shut. Ow, ow.
Radiation levels normal. Life support is stable.
I mean, not homely, but it's getting there. You know?
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
Oh my god, he's
And
gonna
I'm in
eat
one
all
of
the
the
food.
escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
You're professionals. I'm not going to babysit bunk assignments. Let's talk about our success on EOS.
I like that. That
Establishing
was a bit
first
no
viable
nonsense. You know?
outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
She loves the book, didn't she? She kind
So
of looks
what do
like
you need
Faith
from
from
us,
Mirror's
Ryder?
Edge. That was what I was going for. It was a custom created character, and I remember when I played this way back when it came out, I realized I could make Faith. So I was like, I want to make Faith.
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
Oh, so I thought this was Mass Effect, not Borderlands. So what we found, what we discovered.
If Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
But not humility or self-awareness.
What we discovered
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus.
was that
PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical?
a lot of the planets
Good meeting, everyone.
are inhospitable. However, there seems to be some ancient alien tech on said planets called vaults, and these vaults have the capacity to terraform the planet. And as part of that, still sounds like Borderlands. There's also guns. That's not gonna. No, that's not good. Don't make anything.
We fly the space clouds to try to kill us too. I deserve a raise.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon.
Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Who? Asked Cora.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
You mean to say I could have not had you on my crew?
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected.
Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their
Anyone
brave
else
new
get the
galaxy.
impression she loves
I
talking
never
about
fit
herself?
anywhere before.
Then I met some jerk named Ryder.
Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI.
Wait, why are her
or
teeth like
an overpowered
silver?
human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
I have an opinion about her, but I'm sure I'd have to run that by her first.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Time to kick everyone off the ship. Look,
Especially
she mad about
someone
that
like the
haircut they
initiative.
made her get.
So I gave the initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew
She said
what I was going
niche.
to be.
This is about not
She said
taking
niche.
over
It's
as Pathfinder.
niche.
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
It sucks, but it happened. We need your mind on the mission.
Always is. But I'm human too.
Oh my god, I hate
Need
when
time
people
to find a way
pronounce
through. And if that remnant tech
wards
pays off,
rang.
maybe someday I'll have
Dude,
roses too.
yeah, I mean, when people pronounce wards rang, oh man. So when people say irregardless, as if it's a word or means they think they are saying. Well, irregardless of that, I'm gonna go talk to my people.
So Vetra, I hear this joker beat you at poker too.
Where'd you hear that?
Whee!
Little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody.
Okay, everyone's out of their room, which means they don't have anything to like say. Anything new. Plants vs Zombies! Okay.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
Oh, apart from...
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent.
Was it
thinks she can boss me
how'd
around
you
just
how'd you
as
say it
my
over in America?
granddaughter.
Aluminum. 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 Aluminium. Every other metal has got like an inium sound on the end. Right? Like every other metal you can think of that has that like kind of thing is got the inium on the end. But not that one, apparently. Aluminium.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
Aluminum.
I like the way you think.
Ugh. Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
There isn't
You
another
travel
eye in there.
when
There is!
supplies are tight and you're
You just took it out! Titanum. Yeah, Titanum. Titanum now. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that there was like a bunch of English words that they took out letters. That newspapers early on in the day when it was like, you know, like printing presses they would like take out some letters that they deemed unnecessary for the pronunciation of them to save on ink. I don't know how. Color, not color. Color.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually.
Oh, you are!
Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
I say I'll
Your
sympathize.
people come first.
Keeping cash on our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
The only one that I'll say is like, I get it, and it's more of an accent thing, is I would say I call someone on the phone and also that person is cool. Is it cool if I call you? And like they sound exactly the same. So I get that. Okay. I'm trying to teach me yoga poses? What? Let's go here and scan.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before.
Well, there was another
What's waiting here?
thing. It was a British comedian did a show and he was like,
I'm picking up something.
it was like maybe it was like I cannot even, you know, or it was something like that. I can't remember what it is. It's bothering me now. It was the comedian was David Mitchell, and he was talking about basically like how in America like this phrase means that you can do something, but the implication of saying it says that like, you know, you say it when you can't do something, but what you're actually saying is that you can, or something. I don't know. Oh look! They spelled it wrong! Oh, that's a nice coloured planet. Dude! This planet's a bath bomb. Oh, it's minus 58C. Like a bonbon. Dude, don't make me hungry. I can't find bonbons anywhere anymore. And when I have found bonbons, they're like super mushy. Like they changed it from when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, they were like really chewy. But now they're like super soft and kind of mushy, and it's weird, and I don't like it. It's some BS, right? Same with the milk bottle sweets in Haribo's. The milk bottles in Haribo's used to be so good. Now they're like rubbery and gummy. You ordered that book? Saga? Which one? Did you get like the big one, or did you get like the box set? The big one. That's what I got. I got the big one, and I was like, I think it was half price when I picked it up, and I remember I got it, and I was like, right, I'm gonna just start reading this, and I sat down at my desk, and I was like, let's just see what it's about, because I asked like something on Reddit where I was like, Can anyone recommend comics that aren't like Marvel superhero comics? Like, I want to read some comics, but I don't care about superheroes. I'm not interested in superheroes. And one of the ones people suggested to me was Saga, and I was like, okay. And then I kid you not, I got it out of the package, sat down at my desk, wanted to look at the front page, and I did not put it down until I finished that entire big thing. That whole thing. I did not put it down until I finished everything. It's so good. It would absolutely as well make like an awesome animated show. And it's definitely not for kids. Does warp speed imply that we're moving faster than the speed of light? Should have told me it's not for kids. Oh, dude, I mean, it's adult.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Good day to party.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
We've taken some hard knocks, but this proves we'll always get up again.
Always.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Knock it up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down. My face looks like shit. Wow. Wait, the one in the middle?
I know.
Rude. I don't like how Turians look. They aren't box-like enough.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm.
Did we see female Turians in the other games? I assume we did, right? But I don't remember.
These guidelines from your recruits are killing me. When I was a merc, you figured out rookies with your gut, not some questionnaire.
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
One was on the council? Well, the council guy was the one that
Hello.
came get.
Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Not easy for him to say, innit? From sitting in his fucking chair.
I guess this is one bet that paid off.
Point taken. Always revel in your victories.
That's why I'm standing here.
Oh, I never doubted you. It was the others. They don't share our vision, Ryder.
Oh, I'm
Of
sure.
A prosperous future in Andromeda.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself.
Suddenly everyone's my best friend, you know
Deciphering
what I
the
mean?
vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises.
You know you don't like why you don't like the Turians
Hangs it on the wall.
in this game. It's because none of them are as sexy looking as Garrus.
Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew.
That's what it
They're
is.
a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Garrus is my babe.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
You'll have to fight Genie.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
My staff.
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder.
Sexual
I
attractiveness
know scientists
discrimination.
won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
Not even me.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we
That's
always
sad.
do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight for sure.
Because Garrus
You
is
might
a
also run into
husbander.
exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
Right.
Why is everyone in this game so annoying?
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
Are we down to share?
Brother, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
I mean... Oh... Do I have to?
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. Something about Andromeda viability and perks. Could be useful.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Oh, she's lovely.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
I'll do the exploring. Don't you have someone else to track the numbers?
She looks like a
Get off your
potato.
perch. This is where numbers become lives.
Get off your
You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable.
Why is she so
That
aggressive?
empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo.
She's
group
just
will be brought
rude.
out. Want more focus on research, like on Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
At least it was a quick conversation. She's one of those people where if you put her in charge of like something really serious, she would get like superpower like corrupted. You know what I mean? Like she'd
I am Cryo Deployment
fall
Administrator
in love with
Vladimir
power.
Breka, C63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
You're kidding?
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools,
Everyone's such a
your
dick.
reward, and our future. How can I help?
All right, Brecca. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Alright. Alright. Sure. Visit the visit your sibling. Right.
Okay. As talks break down over a unified curriculum for the kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Brother! I'm here!
I'll make it right, Dash. I promise.
Harry, what's happening with Scott?
Well, we got him out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find him, you might say.
Oh, I forgot.
Well, he's still in a coma, but he also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
That's incredible. He's okay?
Vitals are
I
steady.
forgot. Okay.
I'm letting Sam take the lead on this one.
Though in a coma, Scott's mental processes remain intact.
So is he okay?
You can ask him yourself. A moment while I establish a link with his implant. Proceed.
Scott? Can you hear me?
Is that you, sis? I don't understand. What's happening?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
Wow, really? How are we talking?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're
Dude,
stable.
if you want to know
You're
what
safe and
peak
sound in
masculinity
the med bay.
looks like.
Guess I'll take your word for it. I can't feel anything, but I still hear you. Is Dad okay?
Dad dead. Dad dead.
I'm not sure how to say this, but he's dead, Scott.
What?
There was an accident.
What do you... Accident? How? I mean, Dad...
I know. It was all very sudden. Nothing anyone could do.
I don't believe it.
Wait,
I'm sure he'd want
it
me
wasn't
here
sudden and it wasn't an accident.
Did we at least find home? Dad kept talking about how amazing it would be.
Like, he very purposefully took his helmet off and slowly suffocated.
There's been some complications. The Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
I don't understand. I thought...
Scott?
This is all wrong. This is a nightmare.
Scott, it's okay. I didn't mean to.
His pulse rate is increasing rapidly.
I don't feel well.
That's enough for now. He needs to rest.
Scott.
Scott! Oops, accidentally dead. Oops, my bad. So do I get his stuff?
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Hi, Nigel.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though.
My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together.
Ew!
I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Yo! Johnny Sins, what up?
Oi, Pathfinder. Today has not been a good day.
What's
Alright.
that?
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for Prodromus was intercepted by those damned exiles.
Got intervened.
Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
He said assholes and then rectify in the same sentence, and it made my little child brain chuckle. Rectumfy.
A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 has authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS.
Dude, you hear this? I'm trying to like lift this cardboard thing in it. Making that this cardboard box and it. Why is it doing that? Anyway.
It's you.
Angry woman. Is that right?
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
The whip. The gun. See? Shepard would have had that renegade option to smack her in the face.
Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
You've heard of the word smack before, right? Oh, I'd have kneecapped.
Sam, another... The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you. Needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Why isn't this my room now?
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Dude, do you think Ass Effect? That's not already like a porn parody. It should be.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth.
Grenaded
Jump through
them.
a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long
I would have
trip
put a
across
grenade
dark
on their
space.
knee
It's daunting thinking about all the hopes
and then
and
smacks
dreams
it.
aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been.
Ass effects.
Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Yeah. Dr. Liara Tassoni?
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team
Name
does her
drop.
research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Liara Tassoni, huh? She studied the Protheans. When my team used to dig up artifacts, we'd debate her work. She had some pretty controversial theories, as I recall. Never gained much traction.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Yeah, she never gained much traction, that Liara Tassoni. Who's Liara Tassoni?
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful.
Why did that sound like AI? Oh, wait. Ass Effect. An XXX parody. Liara Tassoni may be the shadow broker, but even she can't get Shepard to commit. And Liara calls Shepard out on his ways. A little revenge sex is in order. Rule 34, right? It exists.
Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly
Shepard didn't beat the allegation.
survive a trip like that. And anyway,
Yeah, she was super young, right? She was only...
the Milky Way behind. There is so much about
Who does something
I
like
still
this?
hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Scott. Dr. Tapero says he'll be fine, but he's my son. How can I not worry? I hate to leave him like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever.
What about your daughter?
Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Yeah, I think they live for a very long time.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Let me see. Sorry lifespan is over 1,000 years. They go through 3 stages of life, which is analogous to the triple goddess archetyped in neo-pagan religious and spiritual traditions. Sorry culture is depicted as being egalitarian, xenophilic, pro-diversification, pro-multiculturalism, and anti-eugenic. Interesting. So listen to this. Someone said 11 years ago on Reddit, right? Someone said, so if the Asari live for so long, how has their species not encountered the Reapers before? Asari live to be 1,000 plus, and the Reapers come every 50,000 years. So, only 50 generations would pass, meaning they would have at least have some recorded history of the Reapers, right? The only explanation I can think of is that the Asari's lifespan is actually much shorter, was much shorter until recently. Someone responded, Javik makes several references to the Asari being around in his cycle, i.e., amusing the Asari have finally mastered writing. They were simply primitive enough to be ignored, but presumably incapable of recording the end of the Prothean cycle. On a related note, there is also a mention or two in Mass Effect 3 about some smaller species withdrawing their embassies from the Citadel to try and escape the Harvest by appearing to not have become established with a more advanced galactic community. They were just too primitive. They didn't have writings, according to Javik. They were probably unaware of the universe outside their own world, so the Reapers chose them as the next spacefaring dominant species, harvested the rest, and left after wiping out every other predecessor. Sounds about right, doesn't it? They were basically cavemen. Yeah, they were just not advanced. There was other advanced species, and the Protheans were like, or the Reapers, I should say, were like, right, they're the next one.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay, something new every day.
Play it!
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
All the corruption known
None
as
of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
or just
Because they
any
were separate from their creators.
advanced civilization
But
that
AIs and
they
humans
felt become
interface
too
directly,
powerful or something,
experiencing
right?
the world together benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Not on your watch, it's on the TV.
Wow, hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters.
Oh.
I detect additional memories, but they are currently logged. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. Do you know anything more about Scott's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing Scott with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
That's all for now.
Eric.
Of course. Your father's personal logs.
Amazing how life can change in an instant. Suddenly my career doesn't matter. This incredible woman I've been married to all these years. She's facing the end. All I think about are the times I wasn't there for her. Well, that's going to change. It occurs to me that Sam might be more than I ever imagined.
You mean the AI?
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
Huh?
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
Printed books?
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
Alright. I mean, has no one else, like, become more influential since then? Where am I going? Oh, I got more level again. Jesus Christ. Okay. Level up. Frick. Search memory triggers. Medical supplies. Place pendant at EOS. Oh, we didn't do this.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
They offered to put me on the transfer list for an outpost, but
All right.
no.
What? Why?
That's why you came here in the first place.
I'm gonna grab some food.
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex
Yes. Dragon food? Something like that.
Pathfinder, got a minute?
Oh, wait, let's talk to Suvi.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid. I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon. Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation. You mean a god? Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself. There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe. Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often. As if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist.
I mean, that's not good.
As if the sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
You know what? Divine away.
You definitely have an interesting perspective on the interplay between faith and science. I'd really like to pick your brain on that sometime. Maybe over drinks? The Nexus? I'd like that. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Oh! PB the Peeved. So she wants an interview again. I don't think. Hello? There we go.
Drag, I'm working with Vectra to track down prosthetic gel and those other items we discussed.
You're too good to me, Doc.
Bum, bum, bum. Let's see what I actually get. Credits. Graphite.
Nothing for me. Playing favorites, Lexi? What? No?
Oh, she liking me.
Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Alright. Right, I'm gonna go grab some food. I'll be back in just a bit. in L2. And then we'll get to shooting, hopefully. It feels like forever since we've shot something. No. I did not. I have an idea. Put in chat, nobody. Kenshi was acting like he was leaving, so you guys could like Tangier or alert or something, I think. There are we chilling? This one would be interesting. I wanted to see if there was a timeline. I think there's a YouTube channel called The Leaderboard. The Leaderboard usually does timelines for like what do you call it? Like video games, like but I typed in Mass Effect timeline. Doesn't. But I did see, scrolling down, it says 7 races you didn't know about. That'd be interesting.
As we step closer and closer to the release of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, new fans and old fans are starting to dive deeper into the Mass Effect universe than ever before. So in both preparation and celebration, let's take a look at these 7 races that you may not know about. Mind you that most of the material found in the video are fan depictions and speculation of what some of these species might have been or looked like. Number 1. The Arthen. The Arthen flourished across multiple worlds in the Zelenia system some 300
That's just a Halo brute.
Their homeworld appears to have been Helime, a dead planet where all complex life was wiped out in an unknown cataclysm. The third planet in the system, Ifo, was mined or otherwise settled before these settlements were wiped out by kinetic impacts. Material debris suggests Artheni technology was equal to the current galactic state-of-the-art, which basically means that this species' technology were roughly the same as the system's alliance.
Okay.
Number 2. The Densorin. The Densorin were a race that existed at the time of the Protheans. At some point, they fought a war against the Ouroboros, which we'll talk about later in this video. When the Reapers invaded the galaxy, the Densorin attempted to pacify them by sacrificing their children to them, but this only allowed the Reapers to destroy the Densorin more quickly. The Densorin are known to have studied celestial mechanics and morphological simulations of galactic language, topics beyond the understanding of even the Protheans, making the Densorin highly advanced. This information tells us that the Densorin are very reminiscent of the ancient Mayan civilization, whom are known historically to have sacrificed children to the gods and at the same time being very knowledgeable in astronomy and math.
I don't think Mayans sacrificed
this
children.
Might be the most famous of the background races in Mass Effect, the Inu Sanon. The Inu Sanon were a spacefaring race that existed at least 127,000 years ago. Little is known about them except that they warred with another race,
it's a good thing.
the Thoihan, over colonization rights to the garden world Ain Ghana, and that they inhabited Ilos at some point.
Right,
eventually wiped out by the Reapers. Tens of thousands of years later, the ruins of Inusanon civilization provided the Protheans with the knowledge necessary to develop Mass Effect technology. This knowledge was then used to construct the mini-mass relay used to send Shepard to the Citadel in Mass Effect 1. We also know roughly what they looked like, since the statues found on Ilos are commonly perceived to be of the Inusanon.
I thought those were Protheans.
The Ouroboros. The Ouroboros were an aggressive sapient species that existed around the same time as the Protheans. The species often was searching for resources to exploit, which once brought them toward the Asari homeworld of Thessia, as they attempted to strip it of its abundant resources. The Asari at this point in history were not spacefaring, and would have been exterminated completely had the Protheans not intervened and drove the Ouroboros away from Thessia. The primitive Asari interpreted this conflict as their god Athame, or Athame, meaning the Protheans, protecting them from all the other jealous gods, the Ouroboros.
So,
the species
Asari god's not real,
confirmed. Densorin, though the meaning of the conflict is unknown. Whether the Ouroboros won or lost the war is also unknown. The Ouroboros are currently extinct, but the cause of their extinction is unknown.
Wait, why are they posing
it around the same time as the Protheans? A likely cause for their extinction
why
was likely brought upon them by the Reapers. Who knows? Maybe we'll revisit this aggressive race in the future.
I didn't need to see your giant face.
The Thoihan. The Thoihan were an ancient sapient species that appears to have existed much earlier than the Protheans. Long ago, they waged war with the Inusanon, our tentacled-faced friends. Remains of starships can be found orbiting Ain Ghana and its moon, Baraya. Both races inadvertently transformed the garden world of Ain Ghana into a toxic wasteland, filled with mutant creatures, which tended to have biotic abilities because of all the element zero that polluted the planet. The Thoihan are currently extinct, though it's unknown whether this was the result of the Inusanon, the Reapers, or something else entirely. Number 6. The Zioff. The Zioff were an ancient spacefaring race that built millions of elaborate crypts on the surface of the planet Armini. Not much else is known about this species, unfortunately.
They are a bug.
7. The Ja-Til. The Ja-Til were a synthetic race that existed at the time of the Protheans. They originated when a race known as the Jaw
synthetic
implanted
race?
themselves with symbiotic AI technology to enhance their intelligence in order to survive, as their
It was
home
me,
world became
Kenji, damn it.
inhospitable. When the Reapers arrived, they subjugated the AIs that served this race, which the Jaw called the Jaw Till, who then seized control of the bodies of their masters and altered their genetic material at the deepest level, transforming the Jaw themselves into synthetic monsters and their offspring into slaves. Sort of like the husks and the foot soldiers of the Reapers.
Yeah, I was going to say
the
that's,
Jaw Till proceeded to
that's not
multiply
them.
into mechanical swarms that blotted out the skies. The Reapers indirectly caused the Metacan War, which erupted between the Jaw Till and the Prothean Empire to ensure that synthetics would always turn upon their masters, thereby forcing the harvest to take place. With no other recourse, the Protheans had to send the star of the Jaw's home system into a supernova, destroying the Jaw Till entirely.
Ow.
This conflict is very
Literally
reminiscent
scorched
of the
earth.
Geth-Quarian conflict, as the Reapers again tried to force the Geth and Quarians to wipe each other out in order to motivate their harvests. Through this information, we also find out that the Prothean Empire was extremely powerful, but they still couldn't contend with the Reapers. The Reapers also had to force their motivation into reality during this conflict,
2 more
which
races.
makes you question if the Catalyst was just a faulty AI all along. Have you ever heard of the Ralloy? No? What's up, Ensign Squad? How you doing? Today we're going to explore both the Ralloy species and the virtual aliens in Mass Effect. What were they? Where did they come from? And why didn't we see them during the game? And lastly, what happened to them? Before we start, I just want to remind you guys to check out my other Mass Effect videos. If Mass Effect is your thing, then this channel is the place for you. Oh, and remember to leave a like. It helps the channel more than you think. So without further ado, let's go. Now, I don't blame you for not knowing about the Ralloy. This race was only introduced in the last game in the Mass Effect trilogy, and considering that most of us were preoccupied with the stresses of saving the galaxy, the Ralloy's presence pretty much go unnoticed during the game. So what are they? Well, the Ralloy are avian in nature, meaning they are bird-like in appearance. They originate from the planet Turves, which unfortunately cannot be found on the galaxy map. After they launched their first space telescope from Turves, they detected an Asari cruiser in their system, whereby they made contact. Interestingly, the Elcor actually knew about the Ralloy long before the Asari made first contact, but it's strange that no Elcor ever mentioned them before. Anyway, after the welcoming ceremony from the Council races, a Ralloy delegation was sent to the Citadel in order to study and learn about Mass Effect technology and the Council races. This fan art piece right here is probably the closest depiction of a Ralloy if we had met them in-game.
Oh my god.
They had to wear environmental suits since they purportedly started spreading an avian flu virus.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't add them
some of
to the game.
Citadel representatives.
Almost like you couldn't take them
The
seriously.
description of the Ralloy as sort of a reference or Easter egg to the H5N1 or H7N7 flu virus found in birds today. The first and only time you hear about the Ralloy is after you enter the Spectre chambers on the Citadel Embassy for the first time. It's pretty hard to hear the reporter talking here, but here's what she says.
In an apparent bid for self-preservation, the entire Ralloy delegation has left the Citadel. In parting, Representative Arika said, "We have no wish to battle those who have yet to wrong us, nor have we the capability. The Ralloy plan to destroy all artificial satellites and observation equipment they currently have in orbit. They say the Reapers will see them as a pre-spacefaring civilization and spare their planet. The Ralloy species made first contact with the Asari and were formally welcomed into the galactic community last year. From across the Milky Way, this is the Alliance News Network."
So yeah, as soon as the Reaper invasion started, the Ralloy delegation tucked their feathers between their legs.
Call them a chicken, yeah.
The Ralloy then decided to cut off communications with the Citadel and destroyed all their satellites around Turves in the hopes that the Reapers would leave them alone, if they were considered too primitive. After this, it's unknown what happened to them, but chances are that they still got harvested, simply because information about them had already spread across the galaxy.
Yeah,
and the Reapers probably would not be considering them too primitive since they had already visited the Citadel and knew about the threat of the Reapers. If the Reapers actually succeeded in their harvest and left the Ralloy alone, the Ralloy would have had 50,000 years to prepare for the next harvest. So yeah, if I were a Reaper, I would still harvest them. It's a shame that we didn't get to see these little birds in-game. It could have been cool seeing a new race getting introduced, but then suddenly getting absolutely demolished by the Reapers. which would in one way be pretty grim, but also darkly humorous.
Whoa.
I don't think that they could have picked the worst time to join the party.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
For the second race on our list, we'll be looking at the virtual aliens.
I mean, fair enough.
The information on this mysterious race
I guess.
is even more elusive than the Ralloy. The virtual aliens doesn't seem to have a name for their species, so for the purpose of this video, let's call them the Virtuals. So the Virtuals were a species that developed on an unknown
What would you
planet.
name them, Chet?
The species faced an imminent crisis whereby their sun was about to erupt in the form of a supernova. Because of this, the Virtuals
How
decided
did this
to build a very
happen?
advanced starship which contained
Stick
a
bug.
multitude of supercomputers, and so
The
the
bu-
Virtuals uploaded
the
the minds of at
button, please.
least 1 billion individuals onto the ship. The starship was then overseen by an AI that would act
Let's
as a
combine the
caretaker
two.
for the people
Stick
that were
butts.
uploaded. On their voyage, the aliens were living in a virtual world created by the AI, sort of like a fabricated paradise. The starship was encountered in the Antillean system, which was Solarian space. The AI on the ship tried establishing contact with the Solarians, but was at first feared to be another Geth Vanguard ship, sort of like Sovereign was believed to be at first.
So they...
A human researcher named Jordan Detweiler was the first person to make contact with the AI, and so it was revealed that the
So they let an AI control their, like...
ship's onboard power was failing, and the Virtuals were on the verge of being wiped out because of this. The situation went through a lot of trials and tribulations, among them being the question of assisting an AI, as AIs were banned in Council space. In the end, the Council decided to help the virtual aliens
Oh,
and
yeah.
the AI, and so the virtual
That's the
aliens
Council.
were saved. To communicate, the virtual aliens swapped consciousness with different representative individuals. So while the aliens borrowed a host body, the host could explore the virtual's world freely.
Got stuck in the Matrix.
It's not really
Pretty
explained
much,
how
right?
this worked, but I would think that by using the ship's onboard technology, an individual, say an Asari, could upload herself to the ship while an individual from the Virtuals uploaded itself to her body.
Okay.
In the end, some 400 individuals from the Council races decided to swap their bodies permanently with the virtual aliens. Some individuals just being tired of living in our universe. Now, this entire story can still be found in the Mass Effect wiki, where you can read the entire story of the virtual aliens. This
There you
story
go.
is considered canon and was uploaded back when the Mass Effect News Network was still running. So there's no mention of the virtual aliens in game, unfortunately. Now, you might have noticed that the
Okay.
species sound very reminiscent of something already. Yes, the Reapers. The Reapers also uploaded their respective harvested species individual persons into one mind.
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
It could have been cool seeing these aliens in-game, as they'd prove yet again that the Reapers were wrong. That creators and created could live in harmony, as this species did with their godlike AI. Because not only did the AI create a world for the Virtuals to live in, but it also saved them in the end. Now, one question that I can't
Yes, it
stop
did,
thinking
yeah.
of is whether we'll see any of these guys in Mass Effect 4.
Nope.
Now, of course, this has not been alluded to in any way, but since we really don't know what happened to either of these races, chances are we might encounter them in the next Mass Effect.
Nope.
They could be a great addition to the roster of species, and since they already have a background, I'd say that they would be pretty easy to the roster of
Asari, Drell, Elcor, Hannah, or Big Stupid Jellyfish. Humans. Right. It bothered me that there was no keepers in this game. We don't see Volus, we don't see Batarians, we don't see Geth, we don't see Rogan, we don't see Quarians. We don't see Vorsha. Don't see Protheans, which makes sense. We don't see the Rachni. Yug. I think you only ever see one Yug in the game, right? But yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you could argue 10 species of alien that are just not in Mass Effect Andromeda. That sucks. But Mr. Bolton, I've actually seen his videos before. He's a good lore guy. Doesn't like long stuff out for too long. Videos generally are kept at like a 10-minute kind of thing, and he has some longer ones as well, obviously. But they're on the other arcs. Yeah, but that, I mean, it just felt like a cop out in a way. Like I know that there was a Turian arc DLC planned, and then they scrapped it. But I just it certainly feels like they never had plans to add them. You know. What is my... I don't know if I need... Do I need to get this stuff done before I move to the next planet? I don't know if there's, like, limitations on missions. Ow. What happened with Andromeda? Yeah, it's a shame. Because I think if people went back and played it now, they'd probably enjoy it. And you know, it's one of those things that kind of sucks because, like, the same thing would have happened to Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk was its own, like, publisher, right? Or at least they had control over making the game better. Whereas BioWare was, like, probably more than happy to keep working on the game, but EA was EA.
Seems quiet for now.
You know?
Our Nexus, our lives.
Hey, what's going on?
Wake the
That's
sleepers!
a new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
He just wants his mummy.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
This is a big issue. Bigger than just my say-so.
Bullshit. You're the hero right now. They'll do anything you say.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Oh, yeah, I can get behind that.
He said those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
Clan before cronies.
Tell our leaders, wake the sleepers. Our nexus.
Ah, yeah.
Any word?
Nope, no new orders. Keep the safeties on, I guess.
They just want to be first. They're just selfish. You know? That's all there is to it. Just selfishness. Yo! Doc! Doc, wait, where you going?
Pathfinder Rider, if you will. Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Alright.
That could be a ship, or even turbulence in the Scourge we should know about.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Nah. Yeah, I'm alright. Saw a mission. Who's just moaning?
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't for the life of me find the cause. Oh, whoa, you're the part.
Initiative is much bigger than the selfish
Hey,
reserve. Oh,
sorry,
100%.
Please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area.
Is that it? Did I do it?
Scan to assess the nature of the damage.
I'm fucking.
Welcome to the Cultural Exchange Center. Please have a
Is it below me?
We're just getting things up and running.
What is happening? Wait, I could go this one.
We can start building effective vaccines once we get more violence.
No, it's definitely pointing. Ah.
Welcome back.
Bye. Another. Another quest.
That's your flag, everyone. That's Prodromos.
I hate Liam.
Hey, I was wondering if you
Wasn't
could help me
expecting
out.
to see him.
It's for the good of the bar.
Oh.
Lay it on me.
So, folks try and help and all, but we have a limited pool of ingredients. Keep an eye out for anything interesting we could use for new drinks, and we'll let you test them for free.
Right. I get a feeling the testing will be interesting.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's a real like selling point. You get to try and drink
He's
it
the best chemist I know. You're
and
just
see if you don't die. Okay, well.
Free our families.
Yeah, that.
The human Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder
No, I have.
was killed after touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's daughter has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest and the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. This is HNS.
I mean...
An animal did this?
I thought I died for a second.
I am able to track it.
Plus, they bagged a dozen Kent in the last engagement.
Ryder, we exiled the prisoner Nilkin. Tough decision based on what you uncovered on Eos. His wife, Mariette, insisted on going with him.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It'll be a tough life out there for her. For them.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks. Dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We only just got on our feet. Plus it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and
You
get those
said
protesters out of hydroponics.
Firing squad.
They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Well, I mean...
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
Alright.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
The way you said that was like, sometimes we have to give bad news. And I don't want to do it. So maybe you can. Drac?
How many times have I told you this story? Wait, what? You
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Rushan, that's not funny.
Yeah, Rushan.
Alert Professor Herrick to come secure it.
I'll kill the bug just because he managed to accidentally get on here. It's not his fault. What was the... This one.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors on the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
Oh, door.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened?
She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
So you want them to not have food when they wake up and for you to also die? Like, what the...
If you resort to violence, so will the leadership. And they have the militia.
We're not the enemy. Why is it so hard to push a button and help Mom?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
Longest wait
they'll
of
come
our
in with
lives.
a Pathfinder.
Like, you
We're done
literally
here.
live
Come on.
for 1,000 years. You can't wait like another month. God damn. Nope. 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 Fine. Okay. What's next? Medical supplies, search the Hyperion. Atrium? There's a lot of running back and forth and teleporting and just train rides and stuff. What the hook? Okay, take the Milky Way hops back to the vortex. Wait, did I just yoink hops from a medical facility? Wait, what does a medical facility need with hops?
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers awake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
Imagine waking up after 600 years being like, someone give me a beer.
Another one! Damn it! This is supposed to be the chemistry lab. My chemistry lab. You all keep crawling out of the woodwork like space cockroaches.
You say that, Dutch, but here you are, pouring people drinks.
Hi. I'm standing right here.
They're guinea pigs, damn it. Chemists should have guinea pigs. Not have their labs taken over by people giving them things and being nice.
Not very friendly, huh?
Aren't bartenders usually friendly? You're kind of hostile.
I'm not supposed to be a bartender. I'm supposed to be a chemist.
Don't let Dutch put you off. He's a sweetie, really.
I'm not.
And the drinks are good.
Damn right they are. I mean... yeah. I'm a dirty squirrel.
What'd you call me?
Wow, where did you
Talk
find
to the wrong
those?
person.
Never mind, don't answer that. I think they're straight from the Milky Way.
Well, where did you find those? Wait, don't answer that. Sorry, I'm just seeing if I could be a voice actor too. Place penitents expect to carry about events on EOS. Scan colonist bodies, medical supplies. And I try. Oh my God, do I try? Try all the time. This institution. And we pray. Oh, wait. I don't suppose Izo's still here. I was gonna ask Izo about that game. Anyone want to see? Nope. Okay. Yeah, let me check. I think there's an achievement for 25 floating enemies with concussion shot, lance, or incinerate. 200 enemies while hovering. So what quest is for what now? Yeah, so if you was wondering, I was talking about this game. It's coming out today. It's a massive multiplayer survival game that can like supposedly hold like 4,000 people a server, but like it's set in like a Lovecraftian cosmic horror world where stuff can just come alive. Like when something was living, it can just come to life. I can't remember what it's called, but it came out today.
The scent is green.
It looked pretty sick.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Giving it a go, assuming everything's working all right with it. And it just, the helmet just like pings on. No animation for it. There's no like, no nothing. Oh, this. Memories make me want to go back there, back there. All the memories. What was that?
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are
so
required.
many quests popping up now. Yeah, wait.
Hello, Ryder.
Speak to Addison. Oh, Addison's assistant. Alright, I can do that. I can speak to Addison's assistant. Things on the map. By the way, what is it with us in building stuff inside places where like we could get shot from above?
Already getting requests from the Prodromos labs.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Took a peek at the plans for the Prodromos research labs. Shiny.
Shiny. And look at this house. This is a house. Right? It's a shit.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
They'll get chewed up if they try.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
Let them.
The datapad mentioned medbay. A little work.
On heavy rainfall, this place is done for. Right, like it's just like the other one as well was like built right, like tucked in next to a mountain. It's like it's not a good idea to do that, no? Hello.
Work rosters.
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, too. I'm Fox, Chief Engineer at your service.
Are you a guy,
Bye,
Fox?
Fox.
Bye. Stay safe out there.
Get it? Ah, boop, boop.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on EOS. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. Was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
Well, the question is, he's a
I'll
smart
leave you to
fella.
it.
Come back anytime.
Did he smell fart?
Preferably unhurt.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. Comparing with locations from the work roster, it's likely the injury occurred near a
That's
monolith.
smart,
Let's go.
Sam. They built on top of mountains. Can't tell if you've been sarcastic or not. But like, I wouldn't have built here, you know. You completely blocked off like an entire 3. None of this is good. You wouldn't see anyone coming. All that, right? But then you're saying also the only way out is that way. And that way. Yeah, this is just a terrible place, I feel like. What are we doing?
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind. Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice obedient remnant.
You better...
I cut it off. Save the crew in 2 minutes. What?
Phoebe, do you really think this remnant stuff's gonna help us live here?
All signs point to yes.
You don't sound sure.
We'll find a way.
Even if it's not Remnant, I'm sure we will.
I'm not real romantic about road hazards. Interesting rocks are just as bad for the Nomad.
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
How far away is this? A minute and a half left. Did that?
Help us! Please!
Boom! Damn it! Okay. For the survivors. There you go.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the Remnant didn't work out?
Where'd he go?
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasparic? Yeah, I bet. These Remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I have a super intelligent AI and enough experience with the Remnant to be careful.
Jennings, this isn't working. We tried.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Edgin? Oh, there's a body. Oh. Apparently not. There's enough bodies here that one of them's got to be part of that, like...
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Alright. Ryder. Look deep into the Ryder. Alright. To boldly go where someone's gone before. And see.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on
Never
this?
mind.
I'll stop now!
Hi.
Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back!
Where is the one who activated the remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
You're the one in my way. Who are you?
They've lost navigation. We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
You can't take a ship full of people just because you feel like it. Who do you think you are?
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Wait, is that
Sam?
good thing?
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
Do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow? Yes!
See, he's not Joker.
Nice work, kid.
You know?
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto.
Tov
Jagalesto.
We come in peace.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Av Naleseto. They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down. Yes. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and colonized already. Alright. Don't go getting any ideas.
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
Light it up.
If this goes badly, if I get eaten alive, even if it's hilarious, please destroy the vids. Need me to take my shoes off?
That was funny.
I'm Paran Shai, Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
Did they make the Scourge to hide their planet?
Our intentions are simple. We'd like to look in your vault and then we're out of here.
You think that's simple? You don't know anything. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me. Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
Okay. I'm gonna end the stream here for today. Getting quite the headache. I was hoping to go for more and then have like some time on Ender Lilies to wrap up. But maybe we'll try tomorrow for a bit or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're making progress on all the games. We beat one today. I wish I could have gone longer. I've been drinking water. That box thing you heard earlier. That was me getting painkillers out for the headache, which hasn't gone away. You stare all you like, Kenshi. Yeah, I mean, I'm like I'm trying, you know. But it's like overtiredness, tiredness, not sleeping. But apparently, I'll tell you this, like yesterday, I just woke up and one of my cats wanted to go out of my room, and so I was being lazy and I was just like, hey, can someone open the door for the cat, you know? And like my mum came, she opened the door, cat went out, and she was like, oh, you know, by the way, I'm gonna go out or whatever. She was just telling me what she was doing that day, and she was like, did you want a coffee or something? And I was like, yeah, I'll have a coffee, I'll get up now and stuff. And then the next thing she says is, are you sure you don't want to sleep more? And I went, why? She went, well, because you just fell asleep talking to me. Like, you started snoring and everything. Like, and I was like, Id? She's like, yeah. Why don't you just sleep for another half hour or something? I was like, okay, good night. Like, just mid-conversation, just like, just passed out. But anyway, yeah, no, we're at a new planet. We're at Aya. We're gonna meet this new species of alien. It's gonna be fun times. I'm gonna look into ISO and that game, but not look into ISO. I'm gonna look into that game. Ask ISO It's called something like New World or something like that. She's talked about it in Discord. She's been waiting for it for a while, but again, it's like this big, massive multiplayer survival game that has a lot of Lovecraftian stuff to it, and it looks, yeah, that one, yeah, it's like 4,000 people a server. And I thought, like, hey, maybe that could be, like, if it's good and it works and it's fun, maybe that can be something that we do. Maybe it could be a server thing. I don't know how it all works in that, but yeah. But anyway, gonna end for today. Again, we'll see tomorrow if I just knock out like a level of Ender Lilies or something like that. That'd be something like worth the shorter time, I suppose. But yeah, consider Hong Kong Massacre beaten. Shame how that went. Again, 2 out of 7, afraid. But it had its good parts, I suppose. But yeah, I'll see you all very, very soon. Go lay down in the dark and stuff. Like, goodbye.